Welcome to Youth Agenda. I am Hosanna Okarafo and I have Mr. Kelvin and Mr. Right Hand Man. I hope I was correct.
Yeah.
You are correct, right man.
Okay, right man, not right hand man.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys recall that the former Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, I hope I know more that name, sir.
Yeah, you're correct.
Resigned somewhere along the line, and with reasons we don't really know. But yesterday, we were able to, see news from the pressman, the gentleman of the press, of the new appointed new IGP of police, Disu. And Disu has said several things. So many things we are going to, unpack along the line about what he has said, the things he's going to be committed to do. Which one of them is, he said, there'll be zero tolerance for abuse of authority, misconduct, and partisan on his watch. Recall that we've always heard things like this.
Yeah.
And after, being shortly appointed, he made a speech, and part of his speech was that he was going to finally initiate the long-touted multi-level policing system, otherwise known as state police. People break it down. State police, had come to stay in the country. Now, I have been pondering on it. In as much as we need the state police, why exactly is the federal police not working? Like, are they not the same Nigerians? Are they not still trying to protect Nigerians, the people, their own brothers and sisters?
I think for me, I would say the Nigerian police, they're not to be blamed. At the federal level, at least they are putting in their best. But as you can see, Nigeria is over 200 million people. Yeah, so we need more hands, to tackle the insecurity, happening in the nation. Yeah, so due to that fact, that the police officers in the country presently is not enough. They're not really enough to tackle insecurity. And based on the fact that a larger percentage of this police force are actually in the private sector. Yeah, so that is one of the reasons why the state police should be welcomed actually in the country.
Okay, now the president has sent call to the House of Reps to amend the constitution sharply to accommodate the decentralized policing system. Like, make them say, oh, we're actually now doing police system. And after that, he told the newly appointed
Inspector General.
go on or something. I think he said go on and do the work, like without a speech, what's the meaning of go on, like
I
go and do the work?
I don't really see the difference between the state police and federal police, apart from the fact that he was talking about the numbers, which is quite all right. Because Nigeria, we have population, so we need a lot of hands. But outside that, let us also consider, are the few ones that have been serving recently, that have been serving over the years, let me say so, in the federal capacity, are they doing well? Have they been competent and efficient? So why do we think that maybe Nigeria and the state police will be different, right? So why do we think if the few ones that we have had, let me say so, in terms of the number, they have not been very, very effective. So what makes us think that if the number increases, because it's always going to be the basic thing, the same thing, protection of lives and property, right?
Yeah.
Preservation of law and order, then also apprehension of defaulters and making sure that people follow laws and orders in the society, right? It's the same thing that they are going to do, right? It's the same thing. So I really do not see the difference between Nigeria.
So you think there's going to be no difference somehow?
No difference somehow.
It's just going to
be if you do something a little, if you handle something of a small quantity well, if you manage a small quantity well, right, it means that you are going to manage large quantity well.
Yeah, I think the issue
large
of
quantity, is it not even the federal?
talking about this large quantity, let me tell you something. You see, why I think this state police should be successful in a way in terms of structure and the rest is because now the state police will now be handed over to the state government. They will be the one now to cater for these state police officers, right? Yes, and again, apart from that, most of the people that are going to enroll into the state police force will be indigenes. Okay, will be indigenes of the state.
Okay.
They will get to know the nook and crannies of the state where the terrorists are hiding and the rest. They will be able to tackle insecurity, at the root level. Okay, yeah. So, but again, we should also be will I say prayerful? No, Nigeria we like to pray very well. We should be prayerful. Let's pray and see that all these politicians and will not come into now abuse it. The state governors will now not come in and take total control of this police force, whereby they now start using it to brutalize people, brutalize innocent people. Based on the fact that even youth are one of the major victims, of police brutality and the rest. Yeah, so I may want to agree with you on that part that if the police at the federal level, if they're really doing their job, why do we need the police? But I've already told you that these are the good side again, but there are also bad sides to it. So we just pray that everything is being handled well and we're able to control ourselves.
Talk of the election periods, the new IG of police has stressed that the role of the police in the electoral process is going to be both critical and non-negotiable. Now, come to think of it, somewhere in his speech also he mentioned that there will be no excuses, any officer found, to have been compromised of any sort, like you said, maybe these politicians are going to indulge them and all of that.
Yeah.
Sometime last month, I visited a barracks, and somehow these people are not even having to live well. Okay, let's not use well. Some of them are surviving. Now, how do you tell a hungry military man or a policeman who has been handed over a gun to protect lives of people that he has seen living better than himself, being paid better than himself?
Yeah.
You understand? Are you thinking that they're not going to use these guns to, intimidate the people they're supposed to protect? And how are they going to cop these people when they do these things? Because, I think we rarely see situations where police people are being given, sanctions or, cautioned, employ practical ways to mitigate these criminal vices in their
I understand what you're trying to say, but you see, one of the reasons why I also actually blame the police force in their own mismanagement, because they are being mismanaged, they're not being paid well, and that is because of one is the major cause of their brutality and their wickedness on the streets here. So I think one of the reasons why I will blame the police force is because of their usual oppression towards peaceful protesters. Most of the time, like the NSAS, I think one of the agendas of the NSAS protest was to see that they increase the salaries of the police force, and the police force were actually used
so they
to
can
fight
live well.
youths.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and several other protests that have come up by Very Dark Man, by Suri, they were all targeted to see how the police welfare
can be treated well.
Yeah, well. But these police officers, they come in, based on the fact that they are being sent, they come and and chase away these protesters, put tear gas in their faces and the rest. So you see, I will actually blame them if only they can be able to join in these protests, peaceful protests, wherever they are, to plead with the federal government to increase their salaries, to look into their salary structure. More so, since they want to implement the state police currently, the state government should also see to the fact that the welfare of these state police officers are catered for.
Okay, so talking about using police to ensure that the election is being conducted well, right? You know that we have to. I'm still going to expand on what he has said. How many policemen do we have today? How many people go into the police force to serve Nigeria, right? To knowing these basics, their basic responsibility at their fingertips, right? So how many of them go into the police force to serve the country, to protect the interest of the masses, to protect the interest of the uniform, that to defend the badge that they are wearing, right? So when you are looking at these things, a lot of them go in there a lot of unemployed people just to get paid.
Get paid or intimidate.
You understand?
It's
like maybe one of those ways to reduce unemployment. We shouldn't be so, right? If you are going to the police force with the mindset that you are just going there to work and get money and be paid and probably have a cut shot to make more money and make your life better and your family better, then it's not going to work. It's not because these police people, the policemen, right? During the election, some of them are vulnerable. Politicians can buy them out.
Yes, imagine someone coming to tell you, this is what you're going to do. You protect me. You have to protect the people that are going to snatch the ballot, boxes.
You understand? So
there's going to be 20 million naira for your family. We'll give
20
you
million
a house.
is too much now. 20 million K.
Let's just say that there's a group of four.
So someone that knows
that will give them 20 million.
Someone that knows the primary duty of a policeman, someone that knows that I came into this force to protect the people.
It's born out of passion.
The people that have the passion about the work. they will not be easily moved. You understand? But outside that, so it's a complex stuff, right? So it's not that easy.
Now, this has highlighted, the potential benefits of this state policing, saying that it's going to bring the people closer to the communities, like you said, and the state police can improve local intelligence, enable faster responses to emerging threats, and foster stronger relationships between officers and citizens. Do we actually see the Nigerian police playing this role as from, whenever this is going to... He has already created a 7-man committee to, start all this. Do we actually think this is going to work? Because we've been hearing state police, state police, state police. When the state police come, are these crimes going to reduce? Are we going to hear less of Boko Haram, less of crime activities, rape, stealing, kidnapping? Are we going to hear less of that?
John Maxwell said something that everything, I think in one of his books, 21 laws of leadership, right? He said one of the laws, I think, is it the first law, the second? He said that everything lies and falls on the level of leadership. I agree with that statement, but that statement is not also absolute, right? So because when you are blaming the leadership of a particular organization or maybe a body, you cannot totally exempt the people that are they are working, the people that are not in the leadership. So on the other side, I also believe that if the state police stuff is well structured and being managed well and being led well, it will work. It will work. So
now that will not depend on the governors of the state to manage this police. Let them not get intoxicated by power to now start misusing them. So I think that all boils down to that, because as we all know, Nigerian public officers, their plans are always good on paper. But when it comes to implementing it,
that's
becomes
where we
a
have
very
a
big
problem.
problem. Yeah, so
you understand?
Yeah, so let the governors, if they are able to manage it very well, I think it's a very good initiative.
All right, we are watching and we want to see where this is going to lead to, because in as much as we say these things are going to be put in place, we are going to have, states, police. Is it going to work? We are watching and we want you to drop your comments and thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for joining us on Youth Agenda today. Have a good day.